Hi all, it's Pure Price Action here, and it's the update for 27th of July and outlook for 28th July, Tuesday. So starting off with S&P, it was fairly straightforward today actually, not too much action. It felt like we had a double bottom overnight and price reacted quite well from that. You can see overnight from sort of midnight UK time it popped up, shows good support down there. So I was looking to buy dips today, and my bias across the board was for higher prices, and prices did trend higher all day. Didn't get too much of a dip to buy in the daytime, but the first target was met at least. I had a target at 38, which is around this area here, and we hit that right towards the end. I'm still looking for prices to push higher, but in an unusual setup, I think across all indices, I don't normally see this, but every single indices is quite well balanced today. It means we had equal trading on the upside and downside and within the range. So if you take the range to be sort of this area here, the trade was evenly distributed throughout this. So the midpoint here is going to be quite important, I think, this sort of area here going into tomorrow. So what we need to look for tomorrow is where price will open up in relation to this. We're looking at around the 32.30 mark on the S&P. It equates to about 32.22 on the ES. So on this, if price holds up around here, I'm going to look for continuation up until the 32, well, basically this big chunk here, which is 32.60 up to 70 area. I know it's a big zone up there, but there's still quite a bit of daylight up here, and these sort of quick drop areas of volume gaps here, and that's what will suck price up, I think, if we can break above this ridge by maintaining price above this level tomorrow, pop higher, and it should suck price then back up into this sort of area up here. So that's what I'm looking for tomorrow. It's a similar theme again for the Dow. If we look at Dow was pretty muted compared to the other indices today. It didn't really it didn't do much. It had a really tight range. And again, we're going to look for price to hold up above that. Dow doesn't really itself give much indication of what it wants to do, but following the other indices, and I'll get to Nasdaq in a second as well, you can assume that it's got, it too will have some upside left. So if it does, I think it's got potential to play catch up and sort of target this sort of area up there if it can maintain prices into tomorrow. I do think overnight holding up overnight, these lows will be important. I think if we can hold those, then we'll be good to go higher tomorrow. Moving on to Nasdaq, I think Nasdaq had. Let me just see if I can find it. There we go. So Nasdaq had a pretty good day compared to the others. I mean, I was looking for 10,670 as the first target, and it hit that right near the end there. So that was a good thing. Again, it had a really good reaction. It tried to find lower prices down in the 300s. Didn't like it. That was last week. Bounced straight off, and it just basically has kept an really nice upward trend since that time. And it's in pretty decent upward channel. Some people may look at it as like a bear flag. I don't think so. I think it'll carry on moving. But essentially, I think it may have a little bit of a retrace tomorrow because of this late pop up. And what I look for tomorrow is, again, this had a balanced day, so the range on this is pretty much this 10,520-ish to 10,700, and similar to S&P and Dow, the mid-range is important. So this is where the trade is. This is where I want to see support, and if it does see support, then I'll look for it to move up to the 10,800s essentially into tomorrow and Wednesday. So support and carry on higher. That's what I'd like to see. Moving on to Europe, on the DAX. Again, DAX had a similar move. I mean, you'll see a similar pattern in all of those. Rejection of lower prices, sharp move up, and then just sideways pretty much for today. And that's what balance really looks like. It's just sideways. You can fade the edges on this. I was a buyer of dips today, but you could very easily have sold rallies near the highs, and that's how it works out in these sorts of days. Just the market trying to find direction. My view is direction will go up higher, as I said, and I'll look for this mid-range to hold here. So I'm looking for 12,850, which was the level I came in this morning with, and it's still the same level to look for tomorrow as 10,850. I want that level to hold, and if it does, I think we'll be good to go higher to sort of 13,000 mark, ideally 13,050, 13,050 is what I want to see on this. We're going to have some minor resistance up here at 12,950, and if we can clear that, we got 13,050 above that. FTSE had a pretty decent pop at the end there. Again, nice rising bottoms here. It hasn't cleared the recent highs, which is fine because that's what we'd expect to see in a balanced day. So it's got its range for today again. Finished near the top. I'm going to look for 61.20 to hold, and provided that clears, we'll look for this sort of peak up here and 61.80, and that will be the plan for tomorrow. So I'm going to come in the morning. My expectation is to see some price holding around this area. I will look to buy, got the wrong symbol, look to buy any pullbacks, look to buy pullbacks to 61.20s if we see it, looking for a pop high. That's it. Hope you guys had a good day, good start to the week, and I'll see you back tomorrow. Bye for now.